Put this in the family of endurance hip snap. When you think about training, you have hip snap families of movements. Think deadlift, think clean. Normally when you go to a gym, you work on strength hip snap. That could be a barbell deadlift or a barbell hang clean, power clean. Kettlebells and clubs do something different than pure strength. They do strength endurance. Instead of doing 3 to 5 reps, you're doing 50 reps to 100 reps. So the weights with kettlebells and clubs are lighter. Barbell is the heaviest weight, kettlebell is a medium weight. Because clubs are levers and you have to be in more control of your biomechanics, your spinal alignment, and your skeletal position, those weights are even lighter still. When you think about something like dirt bike riding, mountain biking, hunter jumper equestrian arts, or downhill skiing, they are endurance hip snap exercises. When we think about it in the context of skiing, you have to have endurance hip snap for as tall as that mountain is. How long does it take you to get down that mountain? We want to prepare for greater periods of time, not just absolute strength. The same thing goes for hunter jumper or cross-country equestrians. How long is the course? How long does it take you to ride the course? Dirt bikes, you could be out there for hours at a time, and your endurance hip snap matters. Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica. And cleans are a fundamental athletic training activity. Whether you do it with barbell, kettlebell, dumbbell, heavy club, or sandbag, you will practice some version of picking a weight up to shoulder height. The double kettlebell outside swing clean is a weird exercise for most people. Think of this as a position-specific clean for somebody like a downhill skier or a dirt biker or an equestrian. For this exercise, we are going to have our feet really close to all the way together, and we are not going to have any turnout. We are going to start with our feet between the kettlebells to set our distance, step back 12 to 18 inches, and let's bring our feet all the way together. The toes of our feet should be touching. There can be a small gap between your heels. Get down to the bottom position, tip the kettlebells towards you, thumbs point towards the sky. Drive the shoulders away from the ears, push the weight back, clean outside, and catch. Get your fingers out of the way, touch the handles together. Push, swing, pull, catch is the cue. Push, swing, pull, catch. Squeeze the glutes, straighten the legs, drive the rib cage down. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. When you set it down, track back, set them back down out in front. Thumbs are still pointed towards the sky. This exercise is really an adaptation of a heavy club exercise. A lot of people do not have access to heavy clubs, but they will probably have access to kettlebells. For clubs, all the coaching cues are the same. Feet straight ahead, step back 12 to 18 inches, point your feet straight ahead. Hips go down. With clubs, thumbs point down, thumbs point up, engage the lats. Swing back and catch. Drive the rib cage down, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the elbows into the body. Same cues. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. To set them down, push back, arms are straight, track out in front, tip up, and stand up. The reason you would do this exercise with kettlebells instead of clubs, clubs being only, let's say, 3 to 4 inches broad, as opposed to this very large diameter object, is because kettlebells are more accessible for more people. More gyms have kettlebells. If they have smaller kettlebells, use those. The setup for this exercise with kettlebells is incredibly important, and most people probably don't need to do this exercise. This exercise is specific to people with good foot control, good knee control, and good body control. Because the kettlebells are broad, we need to have our feet close together, and we need to make sure our hands are tracking outside. If your feet are wide, the broad kettlebell, people tend to slam themselves in the knees. Simple advice, don't slam yourself in the knee with 2 really heavy kettlebells. Consider that bad and don't do it. If you are turning out with your feet, that is not natural, and you should definitely not be doing this exercise. This exercise tends to be a more advanced exercise. Normally with kettlebells, people will swing between the legs and they will work on things like this for 5 to 10 minutes. Putting your feet together just makes it slightly more specific, changes the angle of the shoulders and the arms, but allows people to work on that position that you use in riding where you're squeezing your legs together and pointing your feet straight ahead. If you turn your feet out on a dirt bike, they tend to get caught on branches and you get ripped off the bike. If you turn out in horseback riding, same thing, just consider that generally not good. Feet should be pointed straight ahead with this exercise. At the top, straighten your legs, squeeze your glutes, drive your rib cage down, work on engaging your entire body, and then work on doing it for longer periods of time.